Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are on the step 2. So we have to go to the cloud console. We have to enable the database migration API if it is not enabled. Then we have to start the MySQL migration process. Okay, so let me go to the cloud console page. So here we have to check the data migration service. Let me open the new tab. Okay, if it is not enabled, it will ask you to enable it. Okay, so I opened the data migration API and now you can see it is asking to enable the API. So let me enable it first before creating the job. It seems it has been enabled, but it redirected to the different page. So let me close it and reopen the data migration service again here. You can see here it is the migration, like the data migration service. But before creating the data migration job, we have to create the connection profile. Okay, so let me go to the connection profile because we have to define the source details here, like whatever the MySQL local MySQL we have to simulate. So you have to define the details here. So it would be MySQL, and the connection profile name, like we can take the name like local MySQL. It is the IP of the MySQL, so that's why we validate in the previous session whether it is connecting through the IP or not. But it was connecting. It means it will connect from the outside also. Okay, so I define the IP, port number, the username and the password, because we have given the privilege to this root user to connect from in different, like the anywhere, like any different instance or different laptop. Okay, you can be able to connect the MySQL through the IP and the username and the password. So there is no any SSL connection we have enabled. There is no any secure connection, so you can take as none. Let me create that. On the region I'm taking as the US Central for the MySQL as well as the data migration service. The profile has been created, so let me go to the migration job. If you see here in the MySQL service, there is no any running instance. Let me open it first before creating the migration job. If you see here in the SQL, there is no any running instance. Okay, so because while creating the migration job, the MySQL instance, I mean the cloud SQL instance, should be launched automatic. Okay, so the migration job name you can define anything. Our destination would be cloud SQL for the MySQL. So we have, but the source is MySQL. Here we have selecting the MySQL. What is your source? Okay, so I'm selecting the MySQL here, and the migration would be continuously because we have enabled the CDC. Okay, so whatever the changes you will be do in the your source, automatic it would be change your destination. Okay, I mean the cloud SQL. So that's why it selected the continuously we have to migrating the data. Our source is local MySQL. Then you have to save and continue. These are not required, so you can we are just taking a look on that, but we can keep as it is default. So let me click on continue. Let me click on the destination. In the destination we have to select, because our destination is the SQL, I mean the cloud SQL. Okay, and our source is the MySQL. So I So I selected the instance name. Okay, so you can select any instance name here and let me the enter the password. The password would be like abc at the rate of 123 and database version. It is mostly required because our target is cloud SQL. Uh, so I'm taking the destination as the MySQL 5.6, but you can change it like the 5.7 or 5.8, whatever it would be. The multi-zone is not required, so we are not doing for the development of the product one. So I'm taking as a single zone for the same zone like the central one, because my instance like the my simulation whatever I have done for the MySQL, that is also the same region. Okay, so other like the machine type, like storage, uh, we can take by default one. 100 GB is not required, so I'm changing the GB to 20 GB only. So let me create the destination and continue. So once you click on create, the new cloud SQL instance would be created. Okay, and it is saying what would be the connection method. So I can do IP allow list, because once created my cloud SQL. Okay, if the connection would not happen, then I can allow the IP of the MySQL instance, so it can connect my destination. Okay, I mean the cloud SQL. You can see it has been created, and it also it's I got the public IP of the cloud SQL. So let me click on save and continue. And if you go to the cloud SQL, also you can find out one of the instance got created. Okay, it will take some time. So yeah, so it has been created. So let me click on save and exist. Okay, save and exist. If you go to the MySQL, if you refresh the page, you can see that in the destination the MySQL would be launched automatic, right? Yeah, you can see one is you are getting two, because one is the primary and second is the read. Okay, second one it is reading the replica, like it is maintaining the replications. Okay, basically the first, the master one would be the primary one. If you want to connect the MySQL workbench, I have to connect using the master one public IP. So thank you guys. So we have some created the job. So now in the next session we can see, and we have to confirm whether my data is coming or replicating from the our source destination or not. Okay, so we can check and validate in the next session. Thank you guys.